Rosie's asking, can you address sales tax collection in Seller Central? Do I need to do anything to initiate it? I know Amazon remits for the most states, but what if I have someone purchase from me that is from a state where they don't remit? Do I need to manually remit?
Yeah, so this is kind of a big question. I know that um, is very popular because people don't really know what to do. So so the thing about sales tax is that it does vary state by state, and it varies based on how much you sell. Some states have a cutoff where if you sell under a certain amount, they don't want to know about you. They don't want to hear from you, right? So what you need to do is go to TaxJar, and that's in the link I sent for online tools that we love. So go to TaxJar, and in fact, there was a pretty handy map that I linked one time. Let me do it again. So it's a TaxJar map of the entire United States, and you can click on every state. And the short answer is you're going to want to sign up with TaxJar, and then TaxJar will actually see where all your items are in all the fulfillment centers across the country, and it will tell you these are the states. Now, it's unlikely that you're going to have to register in all 50 states. We don't do that, even though we have hundreds, if not thousands of SKUs, and we probably have items all over the country. Amazon doesn't have a fulfillment center in every state, but when it does have a fulfillment center in a state, that creates what's called a nexus. And I don't want to complicate things too much, but TaxJar basically handles all that for you, right? And you link your seller account to TaxJar. TaxJar goes through all your sales and through all your inventory, and then it determines what you have stored where, and then it will literally tell you, Maryland, you have a nexus here. You need to register with the state of Maryland, and you need to enter that information into Seller Central, and then Amazon will start collecting tax, and then you'll need to set the tax code onto each listing that you have also. So, but again, TaxJar does a great job of explaining everything, and they have a lot of blogs, they have a lot of information. Everything that I learned about sales tax has only come from TaxJar. That's how much good info there is there. Hopefully that answers your question a little bit, but really the best answer is to go to TaxJar.
Sure. Yes, I think you did a module about sales tax, right?
Not yet, okay. But
I was going to bring
as a little teaser, that module is going to be linking you to TaxJar eventually.
Yeah. So the module we're talking about is inside the Women Sellers Academy. If you guys haven't heard about that yet, it's like it's a replan course that kind of shows you everything that you need to know about starting your replan business. And there's been a lot of talks about the pods in the group. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that, just because the pod is something very special within the Women Sellers group that we take pride in, because it's a service that kind of came out as a need from somebody within the group who just needed to find products because they were struggling with keepographs and with time and not knowing what exact items to buy. So one day she just came up to me and asked if I can just find items for her. And I was like, yeah, I can help you find items, but I don't know if I can dedicate enough time to just be one-on-one with you. So why don't we do it as a group? So that's how each pod grew. So each pod only has 15 members so that we kind of keep the price, and we don't want to tank the listing, controlled. So once you join the pod, you get to, depending on which one you join, most people would like to join the beginners pod. You don't have to be ungated in anything. And I think that's one of the beauty of being in the beginners pod, is that you can just get started right away. Once you join, you get 3 products delivered to your inbox a day, at 40% ROI and at a net profit of $4. And we just put in the link of all the information, how to get in touch with me if you want to be on the wait list. Unfortunately, I have a wait list again, but just message me. I'm still waiting for a few people to get back to me. So if that they fall through, then I can put you next on the line. But if you're an Academy member, then you can to skip the line and be in the pod right away. So I always reserve a few spots for Academy members. And so if you join, you don't have to be on the wait list. So that's that with the pods and the academy.